Hello, we are here. I'm trying out a new voice because I don't know how to do accents or do voices. So I just sound different every time I talk. So we're back. We're continuing Arc 2. So thanks for showing up today. We're going to continue some Monster of the Week. That's our engine of this whole storyline and everything that Michael has put into fruition. So thank you very much for that. But we are on to our episode 2 of our second arc. So we're going to just hop right into it because I think some craziness ensues. So it's all you, Michael.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that great introduction. And I got to give an introduction of my own. If I can find it. Here it is. Yes. Welcome to Golden State Monsters, the epic Western saga of frontier madness and mayhem in the bloody heart of the California Gold Rush. This is episode 2 of our second arc, episode entitled A Cold Day in Hell. We left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Let's go ahead, meet our players, meet our characters, and then we'll get right into it because we gotta pick up right in the action. So please tell me who you are and maybe like what intense moment is your character in as we're about to return to the adventure. Let's start with one of the mainstays of Golden State Monsters and Time on Tabletop. It is Cats.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing Madame Dimanche, the spooky playbook. It's so spooky. Right now, the situation I am in is, one of Monsieur Kasperg's relatives has shown up. That seems very dangerous. Is this what you wanted to know?
That it is. Ooh, yes, exactly. So yeah, in a state of danger. Also joining us, another Golden State Monsters stalwart. I don't know, we gotta think of a word for it. Golden guy. We'll workshop it.
You call him a golden god, he'll jump off the garage into a swimming pool, so be careful.
Yeah, golden gods, monster mans, monster mashers, Golden State Monster Mashers. Well, like I said, we'll workshop it. It is Nick.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I am playing the aforementioned Levi Kasberg, and he is currently face to face with yeah, I would say his past. So, someone he thought was long gone.
Whoa. Never faced with your past is never something you want to be faced with. Yeah. Joining us as well, a very special guest star making his return appearance. It is, and also, of course, Time Tabletop mainstay. It is Patrick.
I am Patrick. I am playing Red Cassidy, the Wronged. In this particular moment, I think a familiar feeling washes over. Like the hairs on his back of his neck are standing up. He's got goosebumps. Even in the dead of winter, he can feel it. Just like there's something in the air here. Seeing this entity in front of me, I'm just like, this feels familiar. My hands a little bit of twitching towards my gun.
Oh, okay. So, I think we'll start with you. Since your hand is twitching towards your gun, it's making sure my internet isn't my internet is the real monster of the week over here. I'm hoping it stays together. Yeah, it does not monster out on me. Since your hand is itching and twitching towards your gun, let's start with you. You are just talking with Boone Helm, this mysterious, potentially cannibalistic guy. I mean, he pretty much revealed it. He kind of called out Levi by name. He sort of like recognizes him. He knows they have the same kind of lust for the delicious human flesh. So he is facing you off, just kind of set the stage. All of you guys and your horses are around the wagon of the Bugelheimers, an innocent family of German sodbusters that has become trapped in the mountains, surrounded by this worsening blizzard. A blizzard caused by a spirit, a sort of German boogeyman, to use the German term, a Kinderschreck figure, a child terror figure. This, I guess, demon spirit of the cold, which was sort of later retrofitted as like a moralistic, a warning from parents to their children not to, don't play out in the cold too much, or Air Cult, Mr. Cold will get you. But Air Cult has taken on a life of his own. He was brought there to the Sierra Nevadas by Johann Gunther Bugelheimer's brother, who is definitely deceased, and is now causing mayhem all over the mountains for some other strange purpose. So he's bringing the blizzard. Red, you are facing off with Boonhelm, who, again, just admitted to cannibalism. We'll start with you. What do you do?
I would like to read a situation here.
Excellent idea. Go ahead and roll plus sharp.
Do I get to activate my wronged move? I know my prey, since I guess it's in the breed of monster. Cannibal, vampire, they kind of in the same category.
Oh man, our vampires cannibals. I mean, I think the vampire.
So wanna,
Oh, go ahead.
I so wanna jump into a character that has nothing to do with this channel.
I know, right? It's a funny thing. I mean, again, especially the particular prey that I've chosen. So the Strigoi or the Vorkalak are both bloodsuckers and flesh eaters. They kind of varies based on the source of where it's from.
Yes. I think because the Strigoi is kind of like a more animalistic type of vampire, that also, that is totally down to devour flesh too. I think it is okay.
Okay. I needed that because I rolled a 5 plus 1 sharp plus 1 ongoing for my prey.
So it's a 7?
7, yeah. I just made
Nice.
it barely.
Okay. Just made it. All right, you can ask one of these questions.
What dangers about Boonhelm haven't I noticed yet?
Ooh, okay. You see that he has like a large like hunting rifle. Like it looks like a Hawken rifle, like a very powerful kind of long range sort of mountain man's hunting gun that's like on his horse. So I don't know if anybody in your party has firepower that can match that.
I've got a hunting rifle on me, but she doesn't really know how to use it.
I also have a hunting rifle on
Ooh,
me.
okay.
I do know how to
All
use
right.
it.
Nice.
She also has
Okay,
the giant scary sacrificial dagger.
pretty cool. Just also kind of adding to the recap. You do see down the mountainside, there's like kind of a collection of like standing stones, sort of leading up to a set of caves, kind of a makeshift shelter from the storm. So if you guys can make it down there, you should be safe. And also the oxen that were pulling the wagon, sort of unfrozen, they got enough energy to move. And you can definitely see that like Gunther and the Gunther Bugelheimer and his wife and son are like eager to get out of there because the blizzard is getting a lot worse.
I'll then kind of, I guess, call out to the Guggenheimers. What it was? Sorry.
Yes, the Bugelheimers.
Bugelheimers. There. I should read my notes. It's in here. Yeah, Bugelheimers. I'll kind of just make for the cave down there.
Gunther is like, well, if you say so, stranger.
Do it.
He starts trying to pull the reins of the oxen. Ilsa is helping him. Otto, their young son, is like in the wagon, like kind of helping his father tugging the reins. And they start turning the wagon around. Boone Helm is kind of like watching them go, and he's like, "Oh no, you don't want to be going that way. Why don't you follow me instead? I'll make sure you end up somewhere much nicer and warmer. How about that? Ain't that so, Levi?" And Levi, I think we'll pass it over to you. What are you doing? He's almost like calling you out.
Levi is close to the kid, and he'll just sort of very quietly towards the kid, just be like, follow your mom, Pa. You'll be fine. I got this. As he sort of gets up and starts, yeah, he'll start just walking straight toward him. And as that happens, he sort of like, Helm will notice that Levi's eyes will just start glowing red. It's like,
Ooh,
and
okay, very cool.
yeah, and I think he'll just be like, now, you didn't have to show up. You didn't have to call me out. And now I got to do something about that. I'm trying to be a respectable person here. You're ruining that.
Okay. I think Helm just like looks back at you and like smiles with his sharp predator's teeth, and he's like, "Oh hell, where's the fun in that?" He like jumps down from his donkey, unlimbers his rifle, and is gonna like take a shot at you. And I should say, Willa Bennett, who is also hired to go with you, some strange force has like driven her into the snow. So she has kind of like walked away into the blizzard and like seemingly vanished. So we're not sure why, but she may or may not return to help you. But but she's not able to assist right now. So Madame Demange, you see Helm going for his rifle. What do you do?
Roberto, shoot this piece of shit.
Whoa, okay. Oh yeah, I never asked. Is Roberto packing?
Roberto's the one that's got the hunting rifle on him.
Nice. Okay. How do we want to? It's gonna take a roll. We got to roll for
Yes.
Roberto.
It does have to be a roll, but I mean, Roberto's got tough and she doesn't, would be the idea, you know? Like, he would be the one who's able to shoot. But as far as like,
Sure. Did you?
in terms of what this is, maybe it's a charm to like, you know, give Roberto an order.
Okay, like manipulate someone.
Yeah, manipulate someone.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. And I'll treat him as for another hunter. For what it's worth.
What's that?
I'll manipulate someone. There's for a normal person and for another hunter. Oh, I guess he would
Yes,
count as
yeah.
a normal person. I don't know, but she's trying to tell Roberto what to do.
Yeah.
All right. No. Roberto doesn't want to do it.
Ooh. Okay.
I rolled a 4 and a 1, and I get to add a 1, which means just I failed.
Okay. So mark
Yes.
experience.
Mhm.
Unless do you want to throw a luck point on there? I can always.
No.
There's always the luck points.
I already spent a luck point on something, and I'm okay with not spending luck on this.
Okay.
We never
gonna do some
have worked
mean
out the
stuff.
particularities of Roberto, so I'm just kind of throwing this at you.
Like what? I mean, I would say if you had rolled high enough, he he would go for that gun and do some like sick rifle maneuvers.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been trying
Well,
to
I mean,
figure
I'll
out
ask
if there's like a playbook where I can steal a retainer from, but I haven't found such a thing yet.
oh yeah, I mean maybe I think the initiate has like followers.
Yeah, the initiate has
We'll-
like
we'll give
4
it a look through.
followers, so
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so go ahead. Well, let me ask you this: why do you think Roberto like doesn't listen to you at this moment?
I think at this moment Roberto's having some memories of who he was and maybe some residual anger towards Madame Demanche.
Makes sense. Okay, so some bad stuff's gonna happen here. First of all, Kesberg, you are gonna take 2 harm as you are shot with a rifle. So the Hawken like blasts into you and knocks you down. You just hear Helm laughing. He then dives into the blizzard. All the cold like is the mist, the fog brought by the storm is like sort of filling the air around you guys, circling, and Helm is able to disappear into the cold. But you know he's still out there because his rifle or his pistol cracks, and fires at the Bugelheimers. I think unless they panic, they're in the wagon. The parents are trying to protect Otto. I think unless you do something, they are going to be hit. One of them is going to be hit by the pistol shots here, endangering the lives of NPCs. Okay, Patrick, your turn.
I'm going to do my I guess I'll do protect someone.
Okay.
I'm going to, unsling my rifle, return fire, and try to draw his attention as I call out to him. I want to roll first to kind of see how effective I am going to be at what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Double
Love that.
6 is 14.
Right.
14.
I'm
Amazing.
going to
Okay.
pick. I suffer little harm, and all impending danger is now focused on me.
Nice. Okay. I don't think you get any harm. I mean, it's like a pistol.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, yeah. Describe what you say and kind of what you do to like draw the fire.
As I unsling my rifle and just kind of fire in the general sense of where those cracks are coming from his pistol, I call out, "I thought you're supposed to be a hunter, choosing formidable prey, not children and women, you fucking idiot." Sorry, use the F-bomb, use our one.
Wait, we have a one limit F-bomb. This is news to me.
No, I think we always joked about using curse words, like
Yeah.
yelling out one. I'll just basically try to taunt him as I'm firing back and kind of like taking, pot shots from behind trees.
Oh yeah, amazing. So you're like firing back. You hear like this kind of angry sort of like mean coyote snarl coming from somewhere in the mist. You still haven't like pinpointed his location. But he says like, "Ooh-wee, well, when someone puts their name on your dance card, you just gotta take them up for the waltz.
What sort of
You
knows
and
what's
me,
that?"
Red, we're gonna have ourselves a time." Oh, what do you say?
Oh, sorry. As soon as he says, "We have ourselves a time," I'm like, "What sort of noise was that? Did I happen to kick a whelp?"
Oh, dang. Yeah, more of that weird like coyote laughter. You hear, I mean, I decided this guy is like he's an arrogant jerk. He's like, "I'm getting the Hawken ready for you, Red. You just wait, and it kiss you right between the eyes." So Levi, that is on you. I think at this point, the Bugelheimers are able to start making their way further down the slope. They're like pretty scared, but they're like making some tracks. The oxen are pulling ahead. Otto creeps to the back of the wagon. He's still, he's a smart kid. He's still kind of staying in cover, but he's like motioning for you guys to follow to like get to shelter as well. So Levi, what do you do?
Well, it seems that Red has drawn enough attention. So I think I'm not entirely sure what to do now. I'll basically
Okay, well,
stick
you do
with
know.
yeah, I'll stick with the
Mhm.
family and sort of act as a meat shield, just in case any of the bullets stray wide.
It's a good idea. Why don't you roll an act under pressure to like kind of? Are you sort of? Is your goal to kind of like help them get further down the mountain? Or are you trying to kind of?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's unless you have another idea, I think that would be an act under pressure.
Yeah, because I don't think like help out would, because I think that's supposed to be when another player is doing something.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think I can like pre-roll that for, because if I can pre-roll that, then I would sort of like do that as sort of like do that for, I guess. I guess I would help out Red more than.
Do you want to try and do help out for Red instead?
That makes more sense, I think.
Okay.
Um,
Like that, will help his next roll.
yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll plus cool.
6 and 5 on the dice, +2. 13.
Extremely good.
Or wait, hold on.
All right, he gets a nice +1 on whatever his next
Yeah, it
roll
is
is.
plus cool. Okay.
Yeah, we'll check back on him in just a second.
Sure.
Madame Demanche. So the Bugleheimers are getting their wagon down the mountain. They're kind of like working their way down the slope. The oxen are like moving their heavy legs through the like the thick snowdrift, having to like pick them up and put them down. Snow's and frost is falling off their shaggy coats. They're making their way down to safety of these like rocks and these caves, kind of built in sort of on like an adjacent mountainside. You hear the weird, twisted coyote laughter of Boonhelm coming from the cold, and you see it looks like Levi and Red are like facing off against him. So what do you do?
Well, she can't really help the family that much, so she's going to try to focus on Boone as well.
Okay.
She's going to attempt to jinx him. And basically to make the environment work against him, like either oh, did he freeze up?
Yeah, just for like a second or two. So
Okay. She's going to jinx him to make the environment affect him in a negative way. I would say like his foot going through some ice, or alternately just slipping on some ice. You know what I mean?
that's very cool.
Yeah. So let's try this out. All right, I've got a 5 and a 3 on the dice, which makes it an 8. Then I get to add 3 to it to make it an 11, which means I get to do 2 things. So number 1, I'm interfering with what Boonhelm, right?
Yes.
Is trying to do. That's the first thing. Number 2,
Yeah.
I'm going to give a +1 forward to Red.
Oh, amazing. Okay, Red, you now have a +2 forward, including Levi's and Madame Demanche. Yeah, so like, well, actually, Madame Demanche, what does this look like as you're like kind of casting this jinx?
She sort of like first she looks at Roberto and goes like, "Use this, just use this." Then she
He
makes
just stares at you sadly.
yeah. Then she makes a gesture
blankly.
or blankly. She stares at him blankly too. There's a lot of blank staring going on between these two. Yeah. And she turns around and she sort of makes a gesture like a circle, then with a cross through it, and then a release as the jinx moves into the universe and affects that bit of ice, tripping up
That's
Boone
so
Helm.
cool. Yes. So you hear a crunch as like his boot steps through some what he thought was solid snow was really ice, and his rifle fires off before he can aim. You hear just the boom of this like powerful hawk, and see a bunch of like black smoke kind of cutting through the mist. So Red, that brings it to you. You now, because you heard the noise, you have a decent idea of where Boonhelm is.
I'm going to rush up towards him, flick out the revolver with the rifle in one hand, and just take one well-aimed shot. See what I can do with that at him.
Awesome. Let's do it.
I'm gonna kick some ass with a
Yes, this is definitely going to be
+4.
kick some ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16.
Yeah, that's an insane number in this game.
All right.
Double sixes
This
plus
is like
4.
the highest roll I've ever had in Monster of the Week.
Yeah, we real goose that one.
Yeah. How much damage does the pistol do?
It's just 3 harm, close and loud. So I have to real get up. I have to really get close to him for this thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
he's
definitely
like
works.
tripped and on the ground, so easy
Yeah.
enough.
Go
Just
ahead and
reservoir
pick your 10
dogs.
plus, and then I'm going to give you another one that I'll pick.
I want to
Because-
force them where I want them.
Ooh, okay.
And-
Where's that going to be?
We're kind of up in the hill, up in the mountains, right?
Yeah, you're in sort of like a kind of a clearing on like a gentle slope that gets a little steeper as it goes further down. That's where the Bugelheimers are going.
I get them up against like a gigantic, sort of granite batholith that's up there. Just, first shot is clearly the wound, and then as he's trying to dodge the others, I'm just forcing him into position. And then I want to give +1 forward to another hunter. Because this guy seems like a problem. I want to, and I feel like, plus may not be the answer. But I've seen some weird stuff from Madame Dimanche, so I'm going to give her +1 forward.
Okay.
Maybe a bit of magic, something
Nice.
I'm not very good at.
Okay. I mean, that works. I think I said I was going to pick the extra effect, but I kind of like that,
sorry.
to be honest. No, I think that's cool. That's the one I would have picked too, I think. Yeah, you like just where does your shot hit him?
Straight through the heart, always where I aim. I don't know if the creature
Nice.
has heart that can be struck, but that's where I'm aiming.
All right, you like just blast him right through the heart. Big chunk of flesh bursts out. His like coat and shirt kind of like flash with fire as he's hurled back against the stone. He like lies there, kind of snarling. Definitely should be dead. There's still some life left in him as like gore is just oozing down from this wound, and his kind of like sharpened teeth are clenched in pain as mist billows out of his mouth. It looks like he's down for the count, but he's not totally dead. Levi, do you want to do something, or you want to pass it on to Madame Dimanche?
I would pass this on with the +1, but I think this is personal for Levi. So
Okay.
I think with him sort of like against this thing, this like granite wall, Levi just sort of rushes forward and sort of grabs him by the neck and basically says, like, right before like biting into him, we just like, let's see how you like what you normally give to others, as he sort of tries to chomp down.
Whoa. Okay, Madame Dimanche, you definitely keep that +1 for whatever's needed. Levi, give me a kick some ass.
Oop, that's not in the thing. There we go. Okay, so That is a 12.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and pick your extra advantage.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm choosing one. So I'm gonna inflict terrible harm. So another +1 to my already 4 harm bite.
Dang.
And you know what? Just to add insult to injury, I'm going to inflict double the normal harm.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
I think you just like
A double
Rip
the
into
normal
his
harm
throat.
is on a 12 plus that you have to have.
I
an
did roll a
advanced-
12.
Yeah, but you have to have the enhanced effect for
Oh
that.
yeah, you gotta
okay.
get the advancement. Yeah, it's one of the
Okay.
things you get when you level up.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So you'll
then-
get there for sure.
Yeah, then so yeah,
You're doing the terrible harm one.
well, since I don't
mean,
have the
that's still-
advanced yet, so I'll
Yeah.
choose a different one.
Okay.
I will
mean, you
just
can
suffer
heal
less
too.
harm.
Suffer less harm. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I think you won't suffer any harm. You just like get his throat and rip it like wide open. He is like nearly decapitated. How do you destroy him as far as you know?
Yeah, I think yeah, basically the flesh sort of like tears from his neck, and like I think Levi just like doesn't even like do anything. He just spits out what he did, like the flesh, and is just like, he ain't even worth it, as he sort of lets go.
Yeah, he is just like gutted, or no, like de-throated. His head is like almost completely off, just a few sinews holding it on, as his body slumps against the stone, like crashes down, rolls over, and just this great expanse of red pours out of him. This bright red filling the snow beneath him, as his lifeless face, his mouth still frozen in that like predatory grimace with the teeth bared, like stares back at you. As finally, Boonhelm goes still. Whew. Okay, now the weather is worsening. You guys hear Otto's cry coming over the cold, being like, "My strange friends, please! There's safety down here. Hurry!"
Before we follow them, Madame Demanche crunches over to the dead body, or the currently dead body, looks at it, looks at the blood, and says, "You seem like the type that comes back. Let's hold you up for a little bit." And she takes some of his blood and starts drawing symbols on the rock that's near him in order to bind his spirit, at least temporarily, if not permanently, to this spot, so he can't leave it. Which is a use magic.
Cool.
It
Okay.
is let's see. Trap a specific person, minion, or monster. So she is trying to like trap him there. So if he does try to rise back up, he's stuck. Does that make sense?
Nice. Okay.
So I'll
Go ahead
roll
and
that
roll
if you're
with the-
okay with it.
Yeah, and you get an extra +1 if you want to use it there.
I definitely will. I've got a 6 and a 5. I'm not going to get to Patrick's crazy roll, okay? But I've got a 6 and a 5 plus
So-
1, which brings it to 12, plus 3, which brings it to 15.
Close.
Close,
All
but
right.
not
Crazy
exactly
roll.
what Patrick did.
Pretty good roll. You make some very elaborate gestures there. You think Boonhelm's mortal form will be like forever stuck there.
Yeah.
There may be some like his soul may be like removed from it in some way, but like he won't be back in this form at all. At least that part will be stuck here.
Okay. She looks at the nearly decapitated head, finishes decapitating it with her dagger, and says, "Vive la France."
Nice. It just like plops down. Still grinning as like it kind of like falls upside down. Though now because he's upside down, it's a frown. All right. So are you guys catching up with the Bugelheimers to get to shelter?
Yeah, like Levi will sort of wipe the blood from his mouth as best he can, because he knows that it would definitely not be a good look.
Yeah.
And we'll start going back.
All right. You guys make your way down the hill. The storm is picking up. It's looking like night is not too far away, so it's looking like very dark up above like the churning winds. As you get further down, you see the Bugelheimers have reached the mouth of the cave, but there is like already some torches burning inside. And it looks like Gunter is talking to a fellow who was like standing in the mouth of the cave. Who, as you get closer, you can see is pointing like a shotgun at him. As you get close, you see there's like some other armed men in the cave. Bugelheimer is looking like very scared. He's like kind of pleading with this guy who looks like he's not sure if they want to let him in. He turns to you guys and he's asking for help. And he's like, my friends, it seems the cave is already occupied by some gentlemen of the outlaw profession. And looking in, you see like a guy with kind of like long dark hair, sort of like going down to his shoulders, like a tight beard, like a broad-brimmed hat with a feather in it, and he's like a big jacket, some snowshoes on for the cold, and he's like aiming his shotgun. He kind of swivels it over to face you guys, and he's like, I'm afraid this cave is occupied. Perhaps you should seek shelter elsewhere.
Ain't much shelter elsewhere other than this. Ain't in this blizzard. The mighty unchristian like to deny us safety shelter in the storm.
Ooh, okay. He gives you like kind of a knowing look, definitely seeing you as like a fellow gunman, a fellow gunfighter. Go ahead and give me a charm, manipulate someone.
Hopefully this is good. It's not my strong suit.
It's okay.
Ooh, that's a 4 total. I'll mark experience.
You sure will. You sure will.
Oh man. Okay. So as you're saying this, he like, well, no, he's a Christian.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he does kind of break a lot of those commandments, though, like the don't kill, the don't steal.
Mm-hmm.
He's breaking those ones big time. I think, Red, you realize this is Joaquin Murrieta, the notorious outlaw, and of the 5 Joaquins gang.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of other guys behind him, all of them armed, and
All
like
of them named Joaquin.
yeah. Well, I think most of them are named Joaquin. There's probably some non-Joaquins in the crew, but there are indeed five Joaquins. These are the ones that Captain Harry Love and his California Rangers are hunting for. Though you also know that it's almost a pretense because Captain Love is a agent of the Arcadian Club who's searching Ercalt. But you look like you definitely said the wrong thing. Or maybe I think he sees your guns more, and you can see like the suspicion going to alarm. So he like actually cocks the shotgun, and he's like, "You're with him, aren't you? You're with Captain Love hunting me." And you hear like his men start getting much more aggressive as they're like raising their guns, Bugelheimer, and are like, "No, no, no, please calm down." Um, but it looks like a gunfight is almost about to break out.
Monsieur
Um,
Bugelheimer, I suggest that you back off. Things are about to get
he's
very
like,
messy. She cracks her knuckles. When she cracks her knuckles, she actually breaks a couple of fingers, but she cracks her knuckles.
"Oh no." He's like, "Did you just break your own fingers when you cracked your knuckles?
Doesn't hurt, she says as she pops them back into
It
joint.
doesn't hurt."
Not really.
Wait, sorry, what was that last part?
She said it doesn't hurt as she pops them back into joint. Not really. I haven't felt
how-
pain in 80 years, probably.
What? How? Okay, first of all, how can your hand make even more noises? With the first batch of noises, I was like, "That's impossible. No hand can do that." And then your hand just made like a whole bunch more. Um, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to get an invention ready that can help solve this problem. Otto, get to the workshop in the wagon." And he starts like scrambling inside. Ilsa's like running after him angrily, talking in German. Joaquin just like stares at him. I don't know why Captain Love has employed you, but I think you're definitely working for him. So I understand he presses people in this service. He offers a lot of money. I'm going to let you leave with your lives.
I'm afraid you're a bit late for that.
Okay, hold on. I don't think she meant it that way.
He's like, "Yes, that's a very confusing statement."
Oh, my life ended quite a while ago, sir.
He's like, "I'm nothing if not confused. Stop speaking nonsense. Start making tracks." And he's also kind of looking at you, Levi, and he's like, "You in particular seem very dangerous. Leave this place now."
Y'all are the ones who seem dangerous right now. Oh, we're just trying to be friendly like and get some shelter from the storm.
Ooh, okay. I think maybe one of you guys can try to manipulate someone or do something else to convince him or scare him. But it's gonna take something because he like doesn't want to let you in. Or you could leave and try and find some other place.
I mean, I'm willing to try to manipulate someone.
Okay.
I'm better at helping out when it comes to manipulating something.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I'll roll to help out for Cat to
Yeah,
manipulate.
and yeah, go ahead.
Just barely, actually. 7.
Nice. So what do you, or maybe let's see what Madame Demanche says, and then we'll see how you help out.
The one thing I can assure you, gentlemen, of is number 1, you can't kill me. It wouldn't be possible. Number 2, very bad and strange things are going to happen to you if you consider to press this issue. But perhaps a image is worth 1,000 words, she says as she takes her head and just pulls it off.
Whoa. I mean, that's
assure
pretty
you,
cool.
I'm quite not living.
Whoa. Okay. Before you roll, Levi, what are you doing to assist in this display?
Well, because I rolled a 7 on my help out, it does expose me to trouble or danger.
Yeah.
So I think
If this goes wrong.
I think since Madame Demanche is going for the spooky route, pun not intended, that I think, again, Levi's eyes start glowing red, and He sort of gets into a very sort of, it almost looks like the shadows are like coalesce around him as he almost seems like he's growing taller.
Whoa. Okay, so you're definitely going for like the intimidate,
Yeah.
the threaten route there. All right, Madame Demanche, go ahead and roll plus charm.
Yep. And I get a +1 to this also?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got a 3 and a 2 on the dice. 1 from my charm brings it to a 6, and 1 more from the help brings it to a 7.
Nice. There's
So-
success, but it's going to be, they'll do it only if you do something for them right now, show what you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what anything it would take for them to do it. Okay. So Joaquin Murrieta like lowers the shotgun, and he kind of like, you know, a lot of his men are like crossing themselves and like praying or just like staring in amazement. Murrieta says, I've heard stories about people like you, witches, monsters, demons that inhabit this place. I learned long ago not to make deals with the devil. But in situations like this, I need all the help I can get. I'll let you shelter with us if you promise to protect me and my men from whatever comes down from those mountains.
She puts back on her head and sort of tightens the ribbon. I'm amenable to this.
All right. You can come in. The Germans there can share our fire. I suppose you can too, but don't mind if we keep our distance.
I don't require the fire's warmth.
All right. So you guys come into the cave. You sit around the campfire. Everyone gets a little bit of warmth. The storm is like just getting worse and worse outside. But in the cave, it's not too bad. They got like good fire going. There's like the Murrieta gang, like all the horses and that they rode on have like good bed rolls and blankets. So they spread them out around the fire, and it's relatively comfy. And then the Bugleheimer family has enough like comfortable items to so they can kind of like camp out there. Naturally, like someone does bust out one of those, like, an acoustic guitar, and there's some cool singing, passing the bottle around, but everyone seems a little scared of you
wonder
guys in the
why.
storm. Yeah, so the
I mean, Red
merrymaking
seemed
seems
a
to-
little scared too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he knew the extent of both of yours weirdness until recently. He's like, this is not what I was expecting.
Well, previous to that situation, you did see him tear a man's throat out with his teeth.
Yeah,
You definitely have not seen my character pull her head off.
Yeah.
I definitely have seen the effects of something tearing something's throat out. That wasn't that surprising. The removal of the head and this whole conversation of being not feeling pain and being dead for 80 years, that's new.
You probably haven't seen it from a seemingly humanoid thing.
That's fair.
All right. So
Um,
I'll ask you guys before people start kind of like bedding down. I should ask, does Madame Demanche sleep?
No.
Ooh, okay. So
Yeah, we've talked about that in the previous episode. You asked if she slept. She doesn't.
yeah, forgive me for
It's okay.
All right, yeah. So everyone is kind of like before you guys bed down, how do you guys kind of spend the evening as stuff like the mountain darkens outside? Like Madame Demanche, what are you doing?
She actually goes over to Red and says, "Do you have questions?"
Questions? Any? Am I
Ask.
gonna get answers?
If I have answers to give, yes.
How are you still alive?
I am not alive. I was put back together through necromantic energies.
The magic. Got it.
Magic. Have you ever read the book Frankenstein?
I have not, but I'm familiar enough with it from my partner.
I was good friends with Mary Shelley for a bit.
Oh, she put you back?
She didn't put me back together, she just wrote about my situation a wee bit. Made it more scientific. But still. Do you have
Does
other
it hurt?
questions?
Being dead?
No. I don't really feel any pain.
I'm gonna phrase that. Did it hurt dying?
Oh, when my head was removed from my body, it was quite painful. And you can still see everything going on for a little while. They would hold your head up after they cut it off to look at the crowd.
You ever see any faces you wanted to get revenge on?
The man who had me executed was executed in a similar way within months. So I never
Poetic.
particularly got to. Indeed, the revolution eats its children.
Ain't that some sort of snake thing, like an Ouroboros or something?
Something like that. It was the vengeance I wanted was against Marie Antoinette and the royals. We got that, and then we all turned on each other.
Long time ago.
Quite a while. Oy. So my son's godfather had me killed.
That's fucked.
Robespierre was not the nicest of men, it turns out.
You could have known that.
Hmm?
You couldn't have known that.
He saw violence as being the solution to problems.
Sounds like frontier justice.
Something like that, I see that I keep saying something like that, but sometimes my English is a little limited, you know?
I understand.
But, yes. Brought back from the dead. Head not on the right body. Actually, there are a few other parts of me that aren't really the original parts, are there?
Could others be brought back?
Roberto was.
Like you.
I poisoned him to death, didn't I, Roberto?
I mean, it never piss you off.
It was the only way to get my freedom. He used to own me, now I own him. You seem to have questions about that as well.
I do. I don't know how deep you want to get.
I don't
Over a
mind talking
fireside
about my
chat.
history. It's kind of nice.
Oh? Sort of
The
slave?
necromancer who brought me back got to keep me. I was his servant. I did what he told me to do.
And now he's here.
This is the grandson of that man.
Oh, got it.
I was handed
see-
down through the family like an heirloom.
Bruce.
Mhm.
You see Roberto, who's like kind of sitting next to you, just goes like, and gives you like the blank Roberto stare.
I will. And then kind of slink away from Roberto.
He just stares at you.
Roberto is very good looking despite the blank stares. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but
That makes it worse, actually.
Just letting you know.
That makes it
Total
real worse. It makes me have questions about what
Yeah.
they were doing
Yeah.
and why they would want. Anyways, yeah, I don't, not too
And once
keen
again-
on the idea of owning people.
well, I wasn't a person anymore, was I?
Or a person.
Hmm.
The corpse is still a person. Or they were, at least.
Not legally.
Legal, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Hmm.
I'm still a person there.
Well,
Still somebody.
For a very long time, I had no ability to object to anything that they did.
Good on you.
Not good or bad, just how it was. Then I found the book. She pats the book.
Some sort of Necronomicon.
Mm-hmm. The grandfather, very, very protective of it, kept it under lock and key.
I wonder why.
And then the son also, very much so, but the grandson, he fell in love. Kel'Domash. Let his guard down. I got the book.
Now you're here.
Now I'm here. And what a beautiful place.
A cave in the dead of winter. Yeah. Beautiful.
But I don't think you would want to be brought back this way.
That's good to know. Thinking for me.
Anything else?
I'm sure something will come up, but I'm sufficiently wigged out.
I am not something of this world, I suppose.
Not many that we travel with currently are.
No.
Kind of a
But-
side glance to Levi Kesberg.
At least I can assure you that I won't try to eat you in your sleep.
All victories.
Although I could have gone for that glass
Ooh.
of formaldehyde earlier.
I don't think it was actual formaldehyde,
I
but
wasn't
it
sure
might be
that
the
it was
closest.
not, so...
It might be the closest thing in this area they have to it.
Hmm.
That they use that to preserve bodies up here.
Mm-hmm. So it makes sense.
It's such an open book.
All
We
right.
might as well go ahead, Michael.
Oh yeah, no, you go ahead. I don't want to cut you off there.
I was gonna say, since she's been such an open book with me, if she has any questions of me,
I know
answer
that
what I
you're
can.
currently looking for revenge. You've brought that up a few times.
Yeah,
Perhaps I can help you find the thing you're looking for.
I am.
Not
Maybe.
vengeance itself, but I could maybe tell you where it is. The thing that killed you, whoever was important to you.
I wouldn't mind that. But at the same time, there's something cathartic in the hunt.
If you ever want to know exactly where they are, let me know. I could tell you.
You either find the one I'm looking for or a whole nest of them. I don't know.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
What is it specifically that did this to you?
Some sort of feral man beast. Some folks I knew called it, I think it's either Strigoi or Verkalak. Some sort of Mediterranean, Eastern European sort of creature.
Something similar to a vampire, but not quite a vampire.
Yeah. Akin to that, Boone fella. Not kind, but definitely.
I've heard of these sorts of creatures. Not met one yet.
I certainly hope that first one I find is the right one. Otherwise, there might be a swath of death in my path.
Well, I did, however, run into an actual, like, a vampire.
Oh.
But probably not what killed your family.
Nah, more bestial,
Mhm.
more ripping and tearing than they did.
This vampire, I think, viewed himself as being a bit of a gentleman. So not bestial.
Gentlemen
Not
of their own
until the
right can be
end.
beasts.
Hmm?
The gentlemen of their own right can be beasts.
They certainly can. Mr.
Ooh.
Kasperg, do you want to share in your history with us, or?
Levi's been sort of like slightly separated from the rest of the fire, the people around the fire, as more partially to be respectful of their fears, and he's kind of wrestling with it brought up what he had to do, and facing Boone sort of like you can definitely tell that it had an effect on him.
Yeah.
So
I do want to note, Madame Demanche did not say all this stuff right next to the fire.
Yeah, I assume you guys are kind of off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
You have some privacy.
So I guess if you really want to know,
So
I traveled with Boone for a time. I traveled with Boone for a time. Wasn't expecting him to end up in the same path that I did. But sometimes needs outweigh the costs, as it were. And seems like to him, he embraced it.
It appears this way.
But that's definitely something that I don't want to do. I don't want to be him.
Well, I've seen you struggle against it.
True. Hasn't gotten harder yet, but I get the feeling that it will. The hunger always calls.
I'm sorry. Well, this is quite a bit of storytelling. I will stand watch. I always do. Perhaps do some light reading, she says as she pats the book again.
I'll there for a time with the madam. Watching the snow sort of litter by the front of the cavern.
It is beautiful,
Nice.
you know, the dead world.
Dead. Really
The
sad.
winter is the time when the world is not.
There's some sort of abject beauty to it. I was never one for the winter. Come from ranch.
All right, so go ahead, Patrick.
Oh no, that's fine. I was gonna say I come from ranch and
Yeah.
right time of year.
All
She
right.
just stares into the distance with her, like, milky eyes, you know?
Whoa. So you're looking there, watching the snow kind of coming down, dancing in these flurries, and what little moonlight can get through the clouds. Meanwhile, everyone else goes to sleep, gets some rest. They're sort of relying on you to watch. Night goes on, a few hours tick by. Madame Demanche,
Mhm.
you are suddenly overtaken by a sort of a vision, or a message rather, kind of coming through from the dark powers. You sort of hear them like whispering in the back of your mind. They're going more with words and images this time, and they're sort of like they just simply say like, the one you seek is going to Mount Shasta. It is imperative that what you want, that what he attempts to do, you should do.
So the thing in Mount Shasta, I'm supposed to help now. Is that that's what I'm getting, Michael, from this?
You're sort of like, he wants to do something to Mount Shasta, but they're like, nope, that's what you got to do.
Oh, I see. So I've got to do what he was planning to do. And
Yeah.
this is the creature that's up there, or is this a different person you're talking about?
They're talking about air cults.
Air called. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So she has to do it instead of him. Got
Yeah.
it. And what exactly is he trying to do right now?
They go silent with that.
Of course they do.
All right. Levi, you are, or where do you think you bedded down? You kind of like closer to the mouth of the cave, a
Yeah.
little bit. Okay. You actually sense this before Madame Demanche sees it. You have like a weird sort of harsh chemical smell creeps into your nose while you're sleeping, and like it's so sharp that it wakes you up.
I'm going to say that Levi was sort of like slumped against the side of the wall with like his hat sort of over his eyes. And he's sort of, his head sort of jolts up and he starts like sniffing the air. And I'm going to say that I would guess that Madame Demanche is close by since I'm near the mouth of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like
Totally, yeah.
chemicals in the air. Be ready as he sort of starts to get up.
All right. Where do you think Red bedded down?
Somewhere between the mouth cave and the edge of the fire. So to keep warm because he's, human. Don't want
Totally.
to freeze to
Hey.
death.
I get it. As a human myself, I very much understand.
Look, I'm totally being out of my wheelhouse because I'm actually a werewolf.
No, it's weird.
Mm.
But he slept with his revolver over his chest, like not finger on the trigger, but like in case something happens, he can wield it around and fire if shit pops off.
Right. So you were actually woken up by something in the Bugelheimer's wagon. You hear a little like hum and like whir. You wake up and you see that a strange like weird mechanism inside their wagon, this kind of like gramophone looking dealio, all these sort of like steampunk kind of like glass cases around it and wires sort of running crazily around it is on and is going like making a little kind of glockenspiel music. But it's pretty faint though. You see that only your keen ears noticed it. You see that Otto, who was sleeping in the wagon. Okay, good. Not frozen. Good. You see that Otto is sleeping in the wagon is also like woken up, and he's like, freaking out a little bit. He's like examining the machine. He sees you have woken up, and he's like, Mr. Cassidy, my father. I don't know what's going on. My father built this too. Well, I'm not entirely sure. It's something to do with like dimensional anomalies.
Dimensional
Yes. Strange connections through the aether that sort of connects all things from this world to, I guess, other worlds.
Okay. Ask and shall receive. I'll give a whistle over to Levi and Madame. Got this here dimensional anomaly detecting thing. Y'all know what that is?
No, but I know Monsieur Kesberg sent something out in the cold.
Yep. I mean, like I said,
All right. Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah, just you should get ready for whatever comes. Something chemical, something maybe otherworldly. If anything, that machine is telling us.
I'll try to do something.
All right.
Unless it's already too late.
Oh,
Patrick.
Madame Demanche. Okay, yes.
Or too late, Michael. Sorry. Patrick's off in my DM, and so I go to Patrick for advice. So Michael.
That's okay. Honored.
I mean, if you say no, I'm gonna ask Patrick. But
Yeah, ask me.
I'm just wondering, does she have time to do anything before whatever is outside is inside?
I think so.
All right, she's going to attempt to draw some warding.
I would
sigils.
say you guys do see. Oh,
Hmm?
draw some warning sigils. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a use magic.
Yep, it's a use magic out near the cave mouth, and it is bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. She doesn't know exactly what the creature is, though.
Okay.
So maybe I need to tune in on the creature first, actually.
Yeah.
So
I guess is that a magical thing? Maybe like
she's got an ability called Tune In,
oh,
where you can
yes.
attune your
Okay,
mind
I
to
like
a
that.
monster or minion. So she's going to try to attune to whatever is outside.
Yes. Okay, I see it here.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll tune in.
Okay, I've got a 5 and a 4 on the dice, and I get to add 3 to that, so that's a 12.
Nice. Okay. On a 10 plus, hold 3. You could ask me 3 questions.
Okay. What is the creature planning to do right now?
Okay. So using this, you sense some very powerful supernatural entity traipsing its way through the snow towards the cave mouth, but it doesn't seem aggressive. It seems almost like a little shy, a little hesitant,
Interesting.
but it doesn't seem like it's doing anything aggressive. Like it's not taking shelter or stalking it, to sort of like do kind of walking its way over to the cave mouth.
Got it. So it's walking its way over. So if I asked who's it going to attack next, then the answer is nobody, right?
That
If
is
it's not
correct.
planning to be hostile. So how can I attract its attention? Is the third question.
Ooh, okay. You think that by like kind of stepping outside the cave, you'll be able to kind of intercept it. And you can see actually the blizzard, like as they've approached, the storm has like died down.
Okay.
Whatever energy these things are putting out has like stopped the chaos of the mountains.
I don't think this is something to be worried about. I'll go out and talk to it.
Want me back up?
It might not hurt. Just don't be aggressive. It is not currently aggressive.
Okay.
All right. She's going to.
All right.
Now she is going to use magic.
Okay.
Which is to communicate with something with which I do not share a language. She has a feeling that this thing doesn't speak whatever we speak.
Yeah, that's very good.
So this is another use magic as she like basically paints some runes under her ears, like sort of along the jawline. Okay, that's a 6 and a 2 on the dice for 8, and then +3, which is ridiculous. I get to get an 11, so the magic just works.
Nice.
So whatever
Okay,
this thing
so
is,
this
she
thing-
should be able to communicate with it.
Yeah, it will sort of the magic will like translate its language into your language. So you do that. You see the creature approaching, and it's actually a few creatures. It's at least maybe like 4 or 5. They look pretty weird. They look kind of like pale, sort of glowing white, almost ghosts, but like no arms, kind of big legs, like sort of disembodied pairs of pants. That kind of go up into like these round, ghostly, sort of circular bodies with like big glowing eyes, almost like headlights in the middle of their bodies. No arms, just these big legs, and they're kind of like do, almost happily traipsing along as they walk over to you. You see Otto like looking out, and he's like, Kesper, you're a little bit further back. You hear him like pointing and like, whispering, the ivory perambulators.
Oh, no.
There's been sightings of them throughout California. I've studied it alongside my father. They're known as the ivory perambulators.
What?
Ivory perambulate.
I got ivory.
Yes, perambulate means like walking, because they walk.
White Walkers?
I suppose so.
What are they doing here then?
I have no idea.
Guess we'll go and find out.
All right, you walk over to them. Levi and Red, they communicate psychically, so you both get like a picture in your mind. The picture shows. What's that?
I was going out there, like.
Yeah, you're out there too. I'm saying they're joining you out there.
Okay.
Madame Demonge, you actually can talk to them. Like, they don't got to do the psychic mind thing. They can just speak with you through words. So the picture is like you, and it's like Levi and Red and the ivory perambulators like kind of happily like dancing around in a circle, and like you guys are like holding out your hands. They hold out their weird little leg things, and you're like shaking them. Madame Demonge, you hear like in your mind, we wish to be friends.
I wish to be friends with you as well. Better than being enemies,
You think they respond positively.
Why are you
Levi,
here, friends?
Red, you get another bunch of images. There's a bunch of like California locations, redwood forests, kind of like some more, like the Mojave, like deserts, the mountains, Sierra Nevadas, and you see like the ivory perambulators, kind of walking and like bouncing their way over through all these locations, and they look sort of like in harmony with the land. Madame Demonge, you hear like, we have been in this land forever. It is our job to guard and protect this place.
And you are currently protecting it from what?
You see the perambulator, or you're asking like protecting it from what?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay.
what are they currently protecting the land from? To not ask
Yeah.
in your accent,
Yes.
which is kind of heavy.
You guys
admittedly.
see, yeah, they say like air cult, Mr. Cold, and you guys see an image of this smiling, garish face. I think I froze up for a few seconds. I was saying, you hear air cult is who they're protecting it from, and you see an image of like a snarling, or no, like a smiling, leering face in the storm clouds.
Hmm.
The ivory perambulators, then like you can see the lead one, like the biggest of these things. They're pretty small too. Like the biggest one is maybe like but as high as your waist.
All right.
So the biggest one, he kind of like sways down a little bit, like his weird sort of spindly legs kind of like buckle a little bit. And you see that he looks a little bit ashamed, and he thinks like, um, we actually aren't doing that great a job at protecting California from air cult. So we're asking you for help if that's okay.
Certainly. Can you bring us to where he is?
Again, he looks a little sheepish and kind of goes from foot to foot. And he thinks like, no, but we do know, and he gets a little more confident. He straightens up. We do know where he's going to be.
Oh?
And then to you guys, he shows an image of Mount Shasta, this kind of strange, like dome-shaped mountain. Um, and you see like an area kind of on the summit of it where there's like sort of this sacred grove of like ancient trees. Um, it looks like a site of mystic significance. It's all kind of cold right now. There's like icicles which add an unearthly glow to it. Um, you see a bunch of in the image of in your brains. You see a bunch of like the ivory perambulators doing like fun little like synchronized dances and circles around this area. It's pretty whimsical. And then Madame Demanche, you hear like this is a sacred place for California. We think that Air Cult is going to try this outside spirit is going to try and corrupt it.
Hmm. I see.
So we need you to please get there and stop him.
You are the ones responsible for the storm dying down, I would imagine.
Yeah, he like kind of rocks back and forth in a nod.
Is there any way that you could assist us in this way to reach the mountain?
Again, he like shakes his head. He does say like, however, we'll send messages ahead. There are other creatures and guides that watch over California, and they can try and help you.
Sure. Well, if time is of the essence, we might as well head out now. Oh, sorry though. The two of you, have you slept enough?
Yeah. Enough to ride hard. Yeah.
All right. As you are saying this, dawn starts to come over the mountains. The storm has mostly died away, and the ivory perambulators, like as people inside the cave start waking up, they get like real worried, like they do not want to be spotted. They give you like a bye bye, and then Red and Levi, they send you like a message and they're going like whoop 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 and like running away. I was like, we gotta go.
Fair and reasonable.
Off with you.
Yep. And they make a little line and go whoop 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 whoop, whoop and sort of jog away into the mountains and are gone.
I suppose the family can move out now. I don't think maybe them staying with the outlaws is the best idea.
No. I don't think they should.
All right. So as you head back and you see the Bugelheimers are loaded up and getting ready to go, but as you start heading out, you guys see a bunch of torches coming down the mountainside. Joaquin Murrieta like takes a spyglass and peers up, and he's like, "Oh no, it's them." And then you hear a shout down the mountain. This is Captain Love of the California Rangers. You outlaw scum and those riding with him. I've evaded the law for long enough. I shall return with your head, Mr. Murrieta, and the head of any who stand with you. And you see a bunch of these California Rangers have like kind of spread out and taken up like armed positions around the mountain. They are like aiming down, trying to like stop any escape.
Such an
Murrieta looks
interesting
back at
choice
you,
of
Madame
words.
Demanche, and he's like, "What's that?"
I sort of like look over at Madame Demanche and is like, such an interesting choice of words.
I mean, she did actually laugh when you said that. So when I was laughing, that was
Yeah.
her laughing.
Nice.
Oui, interesting.
Yeah,
choice
Murrieta
of
looks back at
words.
you. Oh, go ahead, Madame Demanche.
Oh, oui, Monsieur
Interesting.
Kesberg. Interesting choice of words.
Some words. Yes. Murrieta looks at you, Madame Demanche, and he's like, "You made a promise. I need you to uphold it now."
I'll do my best, she says as she takes out the Necronomicon and starts making sigils on the ground. As she's trying to
Ooh,
summon
okay.
something kind of big this time, so it might take her a while to actually summon whatever it is.
All right. Do you think you should roll for it now or later? I'll sort of leave it up to you.
I think that I should roll for it now to figure out how well it's going to go, because it might just fizzle out too.
Okay.
But this is obviously another summoning, because that is what she specializes in, is summoning things using the book. I just think this is going to be a harder thing to summon that she's trying to summon. Let's see. Okay, I've got a 5 and a 2 on the dice, which is 7. Add 3 to that. That's a 10. Having a +3 versus a +2 makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Really does. All right, summon a monster into the world.
Yeah, and she's trying to summon like, you know those snowmen from earlier that attacked us? She wants to summon like the kaiju version of that.
Oh, what was that one giant snow beast from Frozen?
I don't remember, but
Oh yeah, the giant snowman that like they have to get by.
Yeah.
I think it might be named Marshmallow.
It might be. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sound I'm thinking of I'm going back to my my Frozen knowledge. I remember Let It Go, I remember Olaf. I think it was named Marshmallow.
well, I'll look it up on the Google device.
Yeah. On Frozenpedia. I do not. There's 2 Frozen movies. There's probably tons of like specials and spin-offs. So I do not doubt there's like a Frozen expanded universe and a Frozenepedia.
No, it definitely is named Marshmallow, and yes, something very similar to Marshmallow.
Yes.
You also name it Marshmallow?
I name it Frosty.
Frosty, yes. All right. So Frosty the Snowman just bursts to life on this mountainside. Madame Demanche, what does he do?
She points down at the people approaching and goes, "Kill all of them, please."
Dang. All right. Yeah, this like kaiju snowman just like starts swinging his fist down, smashing the California Rangers apart. They like freak out and start running for cover. You see that Murrieta is definitely using this time. He's getting his outlaws have all mounted up. The Bugleheimers are getting their wagon as well and kind of riding with them just to avoid the Rangers who are like shooting down at them. And they all start hurrying out of the cave mouth. Oh, I should say, you guys, all your horses and the sleigh and everything was brought with you into the cave. So you're not on foot. You can,
I don't expect Marshmallow will be able to kill them all, Michael. Like, it's just, that was its orders, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah. You see Marshmallow just like grabs 2 of these California Rangers who's like screaming and like smashes them together. Blood and brains are like raining down, staining the white snow.
I should say Frosty. She named it Frosty.
Oh yeah, not Marshmallow. Frost. You got to make sure we all know that this is not the beloved Disney character Marshmallow who is killing everybody. It is Frosty.
A totally
I
different
don't know
beloved
if Frosty the
character
Snowman
killing
is.
everybody.
Yes. I don't know if Frosty is public domain, but this is a different Frosty. Please, Rankin Bass, do not sue us. This is not that Frosty. This is a different Frosty. So as your Frosty is just causing carnage, but some of the Rangers have like kind of recovered. They're shooting down. Levi, you see the Hound, who is again like the Mexican war veteran, who is an enforcer for the Arcadian Club. This like dog man. He's unfazed by Frosty, and he starts like leading a bunch of Rangers in kind of a charge down to intercept Murrieta's gang. Murrieta and his men are like drawing their guns and like firing back. There's like almost a battle breaking out on this mountainside. The Hound is like kind of just racing down to get in amongst them. Levi, what do you do?
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna get onto my horse and sort of try and interpose myself in front of the Hound, and sort of because he's basically the biggest threat out of that whole group.
Nice.
So,
Oh, I think so. I mean, the rest are like guys with guns. They are very powerful guys with guns, though.
yeah.
All right. I think you're going for, or what move do you think you're doing?
I mean, if I can get to him and start wailing, I'll do that.
I think so. I think we're about there.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Sure. I get for using new dice. No, just barely miss with a 6.
Ah. Okay. You're riding in. What do you think messes you up as you two clash?
I think the horse, because there's so much snow, I think the horse like loses its footing and just sort of like topples over, and he doesn't quite make it to
Oh,
it.
dang. Brutal. Yeah, you just like, so the horse kind of slips, you fall over and crash hard on the snow. The Hound like just jumps down, lands on top of you. You're gonna take 2 levels of harm.
Okay.
As he like slams you down. Oh, be sure and mark experience for the failure too.
Mhm. Very close to leveling up.
Yeah. He like kind of grabs you by the where did he grab you? I think by like he grabs you by the arm with like his teeth and kind of like wrenches you out of the saddle, so your arm gets like all these nasty, tooth bites in it. Tooth bites, but this nasty like bite in it as he like kind of rips you out. And then he pulls his Bowie knife out and he's like, "Oh, I told you we'd meet again. I remember outside of Sutter's Fort. Well, partner, this here's the rematch." And he like pulls his dagger. He's this nasty Bowie knife free. Red, what are you doing in the middle of this chaotic battle?
Levi Kesper has someone has a jump on Levi, correct?
Yeah, this is the Hound, who is a dog man, were dog that is a goon for the Arcadian Club.
I'm going to mount up onto Tihi, my horse, and rush after Levi. And then I'm going to use my Never Again ability. I'm going to choose Protect Someone. I don't have to roll. I get a 10+. As I leap off his horse and barrel into the dog man, the Hound.
Amazing. Let me look at that one. Never Again. Where'd it go?
In
Here it
combat,
is.
you may choose to protect someone without rolling, as if I'd roll a 10+, but I can't choose Suffer Little Harm.
Okay. All
so-
right. So you do a 10+. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Which
do,
one are you picking?
Hold the enemy back.
Nice. Okay, so how do you sort of like interpose yourself and like kind of kick the Hound away and hold the California Rangers back?
as I rush up on my horse, my gun's out, obviously to shoot if I need to. But I kick from the stirrup and basically kick the blade out of his hand.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you just you kick his arm, you send him flying. The hound crashes back and falls in the snow and makes a hurt dog whimper kind of thing. As Kesperg is recovering. As you were kind of pulling yourself up though, you do hear a pistol roar, and you are going to take getting shot be I think 2 levels of harm as Captain Love himself blasts you in the shoulder. He is charging down on foot. His pistol is firing away as he's going. He has a cavalry saber, a sword in his belt for head chopping. And he's I want Murietta. I'll settle for you. And he pulls the sword free. Madame Demanche, you can see that Frosty is causing a lot of carnage up on the mountainside. Are you still joining kind of the escape group as they hurry away?
Yeah, I think she'll join the escape group. She had a horse with a sled before.
Yes, yeah.
So she and the horse and the sled, and Roberto's driving that, and she's kind of collapsed from summoning something that massive, I feel like there should be consequences of doing something like that, so I'm taking her out of the action for a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
She's just kind of dead to the world, her eyes have just gone completely white.
Ooh, okay.
She's just clutching the Necronomicon really close to her because she doesn't want anybody to take it from her while she's sort of incapacitated.
I'll tell you what, give me an act under pressure just to sort of see how well this escape goes.
Sure. It's one of her worst rolls. I'm anticipating experience.
It's okay.
And I got it. So
how'd you do?
Oh no, sorry, a 5. I'm not negative
5.
with it, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead and mark the experience. I think what happens is you're in such kind of a state after the summoning, and Roberto, he's a decent sled driver, sleigh man. I don't know what you would call it, chauffeur of a sleigh ride guy. He's a decent one, but he really does need your assistance for something this just tricky. So he ends up kind of crashing and upsetting the sleigh. It's not totally destroyed, but you kind of go flying and crash onto the snow. You're just going to take 1 level of harm.
Okay, that
you
instantly
kind of crash
gets
hard and roll over.
That instantly gets reduced to nothing because of the immortal.
Nice. So you're good there. And you're still able to hold on to the book, but you're kind of stuck in the snow, and it'll take you a while to pull yourself back up. Levi, the hound was kicked aside by Red, who was then shot by Harry Love, who was closing in. What do you do?
I think I want to try and basically I want to grab the hound and basically throw it at Love to try and dismount him.
Amazing. Is there a special move for this, or should we just call it kick some ass?
I'm just gonna say it's kick some ass.
All right, go for it. There's definitely stuff you could pick that match that.
Yeah. That's mostly at 6. So 6 plus 2 plus 3 would be 11. So
nice.
Would be.
All right. Yeah. Which one do you pick? I mean, I think I can see one that would work really well for this.
Yeah. So because I got a 10 plus, I choose 2 of them, correct? Yeah.
I think 10 plus is
Just says
Just choose
choose
one.
one extra
Oh yeah,
effect.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Your
one
7
one
plus is
extra
one,
effect.
and then
Okay.
yes, 10,
Okay.
10 plus is an extra. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Success is one, and then 10 plus is an extra. Okay, I get it now. So I will force them where I want them, aka get them sort of away for a little bit, and I will give advantage to Red on his next.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just like pick him up, throw this huge dog man through the air. He like crashes into Captain Love, knocks him from the saddle. He like tumbles down to the snow. Um, Red, you get some more initiative because uh, Love is like dismounted and is kind of in a weaker position. He's still like fumbling for his revolver for another shot as the hound like crashes down on top of him. What do you do?
It's been heavily snowing, correct?
Yeah, I think it's kind of clear right now. The night crawlers, I mean the ivory perambulators calm the weather down, but there's like snow drifts all over the place.
Are there any big ones in the trees above us?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like it all, because it snowed really heavily the previous night. So there's like big mounds of snow stuck up there.
I'm going to shoot up into the tree and try to like break a branch and just cause a deluge of snow to encase both the Hound and Captain Love. I don't necessarily want to kill them all, man, but I definitely need us to get out of here.
Fantastic. What to roll for this one? Would it be act under pressure or kick some ass? What do you think?
Because kicking ass is usually like fighting directly.
Yeah.
I guess this is act under pressure.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, that's a 10.
Nice. All right. Yeah,
that
so you just
+1.
like go. Yes, that +1. You just like swing up your revolver, bam, smash it right into the snow with a big whoomph. It falls down and covers both of them. Frosty has been holding his own. The Rangers are like shooting at him, but just like sending big puffs of snow everywhere. But he's still just like swinging his huge fists and pancaking them on the mountainside. Madame Demanche, you were able to get your sleigh back together, or Roberto was able to like put the sleigh back up and like ride again. Do you want to follow, or what is your plan here?
I mean, if you feel like she's recovered enough, she'll do something.
Yeah, I think you can definitely do something, as well as you can see your friends as well as the rest of the crew have like escaped down the mountains. They're kind of motioning for you to follow.
Okay, so Levi and Red have both escaped.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if she's escaping, then she's probably escaping in the sled then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm guessing that Love is still following, though, or is he just totally gone?
He is currently trapped alongside the Hound under like a huge amount of snow that Red dropped on them.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't quite following for a second because I'm still trying to figure out how to make Roberto a street legal thing.
That's okay.
But I got it now. Sorry, I was being a bad role player because I was trying to look up something. Okay, so they're just totally trapped. Yeah, then she'll just get back on the sled and go,
Nice. All right. You hop on, you ride on after Murrieta's outlaws, the 5 Joaquins, as well as the Bugleheimers, and all of you guys make your escape down the mountain. So, kind of cut ahead a little bit after some hard riding. Everybody reaches like the foot of the mountain where the Sierra Nevadas kind of give way to the valley. The roads split up. There's one heading back to Shivers, the kind of cold mountainside town. Another one heading further off into the wilderness. That's the one that Murrieta and his crew take. You see like Joaquin Murrieta kind of rides in front of you guys and like waves his hat. And he's like, You might be monsters, but you held up your end of the bargain. You have my thanks.
De rien.
Yeah, I mean, the law's on our back now a little bit, but you know, helped us out in a pinch.
Well, if our paths ever cross again, I'll do what I can to help you.
It's appreciated.
All right. He lets out like oh, Madame Demanche?
Perhaps you can teach my servant how to use a gun properly.
You see Roberto is like has it like pointed the wrong way and is like aiming with it. Murietta's like, I will I'll try my best. All right. Farewell. He like, waves his hat in the air and they all like gallop away. The Bugleheimers are also kind of saying goodbye to you. You see Otto gives you like a big smile. He like shakes your hand very politely, Levi, and is like, "You saved my family's life. Thank you."
At least I can do some good.
You certainly did. Gunter says, I'm making I think my brother is, I will not trouble myself searching the mountains for his body. It's just simply too dangerous. So wait until the thaw. In the meantime, I'm going to San Francisco to open up my inventor's workshop. If you're ever in town, please look me up.
Very well. Yeah.
And they stop heading away. You hear Ilsa just like laying into him, being like, "You idiot! You're spending all the family's money on this workshop. Your inventions are insane. What are you doing?" And they ride away. You then see another figure approaching on a very like kind of stout, able pony, and it is Pomp Charbonneau, the guy who hired you. This like so the son of Sacagawea, this famous mountain man. He rides up and dismounts. He's looking a little worried, but he looks like he's very glad to see you. He's like, I take it what you faced up there, well, it can't have been easy. What happened?
Facing the past, facing the law.
Nothing good.
Something
I'm
half
not-
finished.
Unfinished. That sounds grim. What do you mean by that?
Have to go to Mount Shasta.
Oh. Do you think you'll be able to stop whatever it is if you go there?
Perhaps. I'll do my best.
All right. Well, we have to hope. You have to hope that you can. I'll draw you a map. But you have my thanks. Looks like you saved some lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a doctor. I got a bullet wound that he's taking a look at. Just like the shoulder shot from Captain Love.
Pompey's like, I've done some backwoods surgery. Let me just get a fire going to heat my knife up.
You see, he reaches into my
And
bag
then,
and pulls out
then
my
I'll-
drink and just
I-
chugs.
Actually, can heal you, you know.
Oh,
That,
Pompey
that
he's
is,
the fire going. He's like, oh.
well, I don't know how many harm you took.
3.
Well, she can heal one of them.
Maybe wait till after the surgery to heal me, but thank you.
Certainly. Cut out the bullet first and...
Yeah.
Pomp's like, sounds like a plan. he's getting like this blade all heated up, and he's like, Red, I have some other news for you. I think before I do this, and before I do the cut, you should get something to bite down on.
Pull a rag out. He's like a piece of leather, and he's like, okay.
All right, he's like, he gets ready to get the bullet out. He's like, all right, I'm going to tell you something that is, well, I'm not sure what the effect will be, so I'll just come out and say it. I think I know who killed your partner and where you can find them.
Do it.
And then he like puts the burning hot knife. He literally like puts the knife into the wound and like wrenches the bullet out. Then he's like, you mentioned that they were sort of a bestial monster, a strigoi, I think was the term you used, right?
Yeah.
I've located a community of them. I've heard rumors about it further south around Los Angeles, San Diego, Southern California. And I've got some bad news. I think they serve someone powerful. And then he like puts the red hot blade to cauterize the wound. So he finishes up with that, just like gives you a jug of whiskey. And he's like, when you're ready to ride, I expect you'll want to be heading down there.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pass out first. Just into the snow.
All right. As you collapse into the snow, and I think Red will be heading off on his own adventure. We are very grateful for the special guest star for these 2 episodes. I do hope that a little bit further down the trail, you can rejoin the crew here. But let's leave with some experience points for Red and for everybody.
Okay.
For the end of session moves, or the end of session questions. So, did we conclude the current mystery? Not really.
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely think so. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah. I mean, we learned
Yeah.
about the mystical circle up in Mount Shasta.
And the
Definitely. And the
Nightwalkers.
the night crawlers, the ivory perambulators are still there. Kind of that there's California has these like mystical guardians. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I mean, only a little bit.
Enough counts.
I think so. I think we learned a lot of new important stuff about it. So I would say that's going to be, I always forget this. Answer 1 or 2, mark yes. You get 3 or 4, mark. If you get 3 or 4, mark 2. So everybody gets 2 experience.
All right, that's enough to level up.
Same here.
We'll talk.
Man, amazing.
We'll talk about.
Addicted.
There's a move called subordinate that is associated with I forget it. It's the culty one.
The initiate? Is that it?
The initiate, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a thing that's apprentice. You have an apprentice, name them, their job. Your job is to teach them the sex ways. They count as an ally subordinate. The other option, which I like better, is the crooked, which gives you a crew. You have a regular crew, a team of 3 or 4 people who will help you out with pretty much anything. They count as a team. And that Roberta would be part of that, but there are 2 more somethings out there that are part of her team.
Okay. We can say the dark powers give you 2 or 3 other servants of some kind.
Yeah, like imps
or maybe Madame Demanche, that could be cool. I like imps. Or maybe Madame Demanche, just find some people on the road who are in need of spiritual guidance and kind of takes them on as apprentices and assistants.
Yeah.
Those are all, that's just another idea. But I think any of those could be cool.
And so Roberta would be part of this, whatever the larger crew ends up being.
Yeah. the
you're cool with
Demonch squad.
Sure.
Team Demonch.
The Dead Four.
Yeah. All right, and like Levi and
Well,
Red,
D&D
you also
joke.
leveled up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whoa, that is super cool. All right, well, with all these leveled up characters, I think we'll be ready for next week when we come back for the final episode of this arc. Which I am forgetting the episode name right now. I will have it there. It's written down somewhere. I will have it at the ready for next time. But we will come back for the exciting
Nice.
conclusion on Mount Shasta and the showdown with Air Cults.
Nice. I really like the smoothness. The one I took, what I took out of here is it went so smoothly for you guys this time, and I can't figure it out if it was mechanically because of the multiple 12s, or because of this. See if I can get the technical scientific term right. The dimensional anomaly detecting thing might have been that. You know, I don't
It
know.
helped a little bit.
Who knows?
It showed the night
That's
crawlers were out.
But that's got to be a scientific term now from now on. A
Yes.
DADT.
Yeah,
Dimensional anomaly detecting.
it is
thing.
now.
When I heard that, I was like, come on, dude. That's hilarious. That's very hitchhiker-ish, you know? So it was very fun. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Patrick, for hopping in when you can. As always, you know, guest stars are very, very much welcome in this because we play these games to pretend and have fun and live outside the world a little bit. So let's keep doing that. We will be back next week. We'll see who's here. Core members will probably be here. I will be here. And yeah, just pay attention to the newbies and the oldies. I guess Patrick could be an oldie, right? You're
Yeah,
an
at this
oldie.
point, yeah.
You're one of the OGs.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
OG.
been on enough shows and DM'd a good
OG.
chunk of times.
So yeah, we had fun.
Return of the Gangsta.
Yeah. He's been here for years.
I've
Thank
been
you
here
so
the
much.
whole time.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching it now or watching it in VOD, thank you so much. It means a lot to just escape and have some fun. So until next Tuesday, make sure to pull up a chair and make
time
to
to tabletop.
Time to tabletop.
We will see you next week.
Bye now.
Au revoir les enfants.
Love,
À tout à l'heure.
love.